And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Commanders nothing. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Curtis Samuel on the return. Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, stretch.
They go play action here on first down. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Reynolds. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 Ranger.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
19 Lions, Mustang 19.
Back to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Moore, the man in motion. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Reynolds. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 4th down, and Baker Mayfield gives way to his teammate at Oklahoma, kicker Austin Seibert. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football.
Okay, ready?
But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson down at the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
60 Bobcats, 67 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
To throw on 3rd down. Reynolds completes it to Samuel. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
19-18.
Operating from the gun, Reynolds. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Reynolds. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18, Torrance 17.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. And Walker has it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game. That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Hey, alert 33.
He'll send the tight end in motion. Mayfield on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Floating one, incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And again, it's Mayfield. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Walker. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here we go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go now.
2nd and 6.
Go.
Once more, Gibson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Here we go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Hey, we're 33.
Mayfield off the play fake. Throw out wide to Walker. Down inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Commanders 7. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Ready. Hey, catch. 19 tight. Panther 11. Panther 11. Chubby Ranger.
On first down, Reynolds. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mustang 19.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw again. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Reynolds. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of...
That's a whole... Man, this shit bullshit.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Ready, break. Check. 79 Broncos.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tackled.
Appreciate it.
Sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out.
I like that.
And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Trap 50. Buffalo 18.
They're going to try and throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Walker now at 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback.
This nigga wide open and he throws that shit to him. Come on, bro. Like, Baker, come on.
But yeah, at least that's
Shit
the start.
stupid.
Getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Off the play fake. Reynolds. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Off play action. Reynolds. Got his target, Samuel.
Great,
He's
good.
going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career of this rookie quarterback. His guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back.
Come on, bro. All these goddamn flags in this shit.
35, gain of 7. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that,
Goddamn
right? We talk
flag
about it all the
city.
time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Shit stupid, bro.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. So the false start.
What the fuck is going on?
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Stupid.
To throw, Mayfield. That is taken in by the tight end fan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. Down at the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the 25 on 2nd down, Mayfield repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll run with Gibson. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, partner, I know this type of thing. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Gibson again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Straight ahead, Gibson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. first down. They'll run with Hunt. And some room to run now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half two.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. Stiff-armed him. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game in the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he will bring this one back.
That's me. I'm greedy as fuck.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
You have to. You also have to tell your backs to make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Dude, that shit late as fuck.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead
Late
down
as
to
fuck. We traveled down the field the whole game.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Mayfield now from the 50. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Late again.
Picked off by Cole.
Late as shit.
And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a
I'm greedy.
in the 4th quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Following the interception, Mayfield.
Damn, this nigga can't even get rid of the ball. Right, he ain't fumble.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
back me up.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Mayfield now. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down.
What the fuck is going on? Let me out this fucking play. Man, what the fuck? Stupid.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Fucking
close yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking to throw on second down. Reynolds. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here.
Come on, man. The ball. Get the ball loose. The nigga is right there. It's corny.
Linebacker Jamin Davis. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Play fake. Mayfield rolling to his right. And he's going to go down again.
Sucks.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,